Do you feel a gnawing emptiness, a sense of being trapped in a life not entirely your own? The path to self-mastery begins not with conquering weaknesses, but with acknowledging the shadows within those hidden parts of ourselves we desperately try to ignore. As Carl Jung wisely observed, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Are you ready to confront the darkness within and rewrite your destiny? You feel it, don't you? Maybe it manifests as anxiety, a relentless spiral of worry, perhaps as depression, a heavy cloak of despair, or maybe just a profound, soul-deep dissatisfaction with life as it currently unfolds. This isn't weakness, this is a signal, a desperate plea from your soul yearning for something more. The hidden cause, it's not external circumstances, not a lack of opportunities or resources, though those can certainly exacerbate the pain. These rejected fragments, instead of disappearing, exert a powerful influence, subtly sabotaging your efforts, shaping your choices, and often manifesting as recurring patterns of self-destructive behavior, the very thing that keeps you from the life you crave. Jung's wisdom offers a path out of this self-imposed prison. He didn't see the shadow as inherently evil, but as an integral part of your wholeness. As he famously said, "What you resist persists." This isn't about naive optimism, it's about reclaiming your agency. By understanding the mechanics of the unconscious, you gain the power to shape your thoughts, your choices, and ultimately your life. The struggle isn't about eradicating the shadow, but about integrating it, harnessing its energy for positive growth, transforming the chaos into something beautiful and powerful. The question isn't why you feel this way, but what asterisk can you do about it? You're trapped in a cycle of striving, always reaching, yet never quite grasping the elusive sense of wholeness you crave. This isn't weakness, it's a signal, a cry from the depths of your being. The hidden cause, it lies in the shadowed corners of your unconscious mind, the realm Carl Jung called the shadow self. This isn't some monstrous entity lurking beneath your bed. It's the collection of rejected, repressed parts of you, the fears, insecurities, and unmet needs you've diligently buried. Jung's insight offers a profound reframe. Your shadow isn't your enemy, it's a part of you. He said, "What you resist persists." This isn't about glorifying your flaws, but about acknowledging their existence and their power. Integrating the shadow isn't about erasing it, but about understanding it, allowing it to become part of the whole. It's about recognizing the immense, untapped energy residing in the depths of your being. The path to self-mastery starts with facing your own darkness. You feel it, don't you? That gnawing emptiness, that persistent sense of being incomplete, like a melody playing on repeat but always missing the final, resolving note. You chase success, love, fulfillment, yet a shadow always seems to linger, whispering doubts and undermining your efforts. It's a frustrating dance, a relentless cycle of striving and falling short, leaving you exhausted and questioning your worth. This isn't weakness. Those buried insecurities, the painful memories you refuse to confront, the anger you've suppressed, they're not gone, they're simmering beneath the surface, silently sabotaging your aspirations. Jung illuminated the path when he said, "What you resist persists." Your shadow isn't your enemy, it's a vital part of your wholeness, a potent source of energy waiting to be harnessed. This is about turning away from a defensive, reactive posture towards a more thoughtful, intentional life. It requires courage, a willingness to dive into the uncomfortable spaces within yourself, and the commitment to emerge whole. What dark corners of yourself are you still avoiding? What is preventing you from confronting the discomfort that could bring you into the light? You feel it, don't you? That gnawing emptiness, the sense of being trapped in a life not entirely your own. It lies within the shadows of your unconscious. Carl Jung called it the shadow self, the parts of you that you've buried, the fears you refuse to acknowledge, the vulnerabilities you desperately try to conceal. It's the repository of your unmet needs, your past wounds, and the aspects of yourself you find unacceptable. This shadow isn't inherently evil. It's simply the unseen force driving many of your choices, your reactions, and the patterns that keep you stuck. By confronting your shadow, by acknowledging those dark, unloved aspects of yourself, you begin the crucial work of integration. This isn't about denying your flaws or pretending everything is perfect. It's about embracing the full spectrum of your being, the light and the dark, the beautiful and the broken. Here's the mental reframe. You are not a victim of fate or circumstance. You are the architect of your own life. What fears are holding me back from living a life of authenticity and purpose? You feel it, don't you? That gnawing emptiness, that persistent sense of something missing. You chase achievements, relationships, experiences, yet the void remains. It whispers doubts in the quiet hours, a phantom ache that no amount of external validation can soothe. You're trapped in a cycle, repeating patterns you don't understand, making choices that seem self-destructive even as you make them. You feel incomplete. The anxieties, insecurities, and fears you've buried alive are not vanquished. They fester, manifesting as self-sabotage, recurring negative patterns, and inexplicable emotional explosions. You try to ignore it, but its influence is undeniable. Your shadow is the puppeteer, and you're just the puppet. But Jung offers a profound insight. The shadow isn't your enemy. It's an integral part of your wholeness. This is your mental reframe. You are not a victim of fate, a puppet of your unconscious. You are the architect of your own destiny. By understanding the mechanics of the shadow, by bringing the unconscious into the light of awareness, you gain the power to rewrite your narrative. It's not about erasing your shadow. It's about learning to harness its energy, to use it as fuel for your growth, to integrate its wisdom into your conscious life. You become the conscious captain of your own ship. You might label it anxiety, depression, or simply being stuck, but the truth is deeper, darker. You're battling a force you can't quite name, a relentless undercurrent pulling you away from your truest self. It feels like a betrayal, a sabotage from within. This internal struggle isn't a personal failing, it's the whisper of your shadow self. Carl Jung called it the dark side, the rejected and repressed parts of your personality, your fears, insecurities, unmet needs, and unresolved traumas. He said, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. This isn't about ignoring your pain or pretending everything is fine. It's about facing those hidden aspects of yourself, the insecurities, the anger, the vulnerability, with courage and compassion. See them not as flaws, but as untapped potential, as clues to your authentic self. What hidden aspects of yourself are you willing to face today? You feel it, don't you? That nagging sense of something missing, a persistent unease that whispers of a life unlived. You chase achievements, relationships, external validation, yet a hollow echo remains. The world tells you to strive, to achieve, to be more asterisk, but the more you acquire, the emptier you feel. This isn't weakness, it's a symptom. The shadow self manifests as self-sabotage, recurring negative patterns or inexplicable outbursts, a constant low-level hum of unease that prevents you from experiencing true joy and fulfillment. It whispers doubts, plants seeds of fear, and subtly steers you away from your authentic path. Carl Jung, the visionary psychologist, illuminated the path through this darkness. He understood that the shadow isn't the enemy, it's an integral part of your wholeness. Instead of succumbing to its whispers, you can harness its energy, transform its negativity into fuel for growth, and ultimately create a life that truly reflects who you are, not who you've been conditioned to be. This is not about eliminating your shadow, it's about embracing its complexity, understanding its influence, and consciously choosing your path. So ask yourself this: what aspects of yourself do you fear the most? What parts of your personality do you actively suppress?